धन्यवाद.
Shri Baijayant Panda ji.
As India makes a great leap into the digital era, the issue of privacy and data protection takes on enormous importance. We have recently heard my colleague from a neighboring state talk about cyber crime, which is one aspect of the problem, but the problem goes far beyond that. Madam, a lot of information about all of us is already out there because we voluntarily give information to social media and apps. We have heard about banking transactions, loss of identity or theft of identity. These are serious problems. Today, madam, the issue has come to the fore because of this major program called Aadhaar. And as you are aware, the Supreme Court is hearing a public interest litigation on the issue of privacy, following which they will also continue to hear a PIL regarding where Aadhaar can and cannot be applied. Madam, this issue goes far beyond Aadhaar because privacy and data protection is an issue that has been going on for at least a decade or more than that. Aadhaar has brought tremendous benefits to the country, and it does not have to be either or. It is not that you have to choose either Aadhaar or privacy and data protection. I have separately moved a private member's bill. I just want to take your indulgence for a couple of minutes to raise this very important issue because, madam, Aadhaar has made possible tremendous savings in the corruption and leakage of government programs. We have seen that with the use of eKYC, know your customer, Aadhaar has led to almost 45 million new bank accounts for the underprivileged mostly. And the JAM Trinity, the Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile, is making a phenomenal change in the way governance is delivered to the people of India. It also makes possible micro ATMs, makes possible portable point of sale devices to provide banking to remote villages where physical bank branches cannot be set up. The digital transactions through micro ATMs have increased 26 times as a result of this. And about 33% of direct benefit transfer is already happening from government to individual through these means. But the concern for privacy and data protection is a serious concern. It is not just about Aadhaar, it is about the entire gamut of the digital universe into which we are making this big leap. And madam, our laws and acts are very outdated. We have an Indian Telegraph Act which is still in place, which is from 1885. Even the Information Technology Act was from 2000, and its rules are from 2011, and many experts are saying that that is inadequate, that needs to be updated. Now, in my opinion, madam, there is a right to privacy. It is, whether it is fundamental or not, the Supreme Court is hearing, but it is inferred from the constitutional guarantees in Article 19 and 21 to life and dignity. But can the right to privacy be absolute? In a modern world, it is not possible because we have already agreed, madam, we have agreed that we have CCTVs all over the city. We have airport security. These also, the modern versions of these have biometric capacities. Already CCTV can take facial recognition and identify the person. We have voluntarily agreed we cannot live in the 21st century without having these things in place. Yes. Just to come to the end, madam, we need to regulate what we are reading. So there must be a right to privacy with very narrowly defined exceptions. I want to cite one exception as an example for everybody to understand, and I will conclude, madam. Take, for example, snooping and surveillance. We, as a civilized democratic society, cannot have wanton, random surveillance of citizens. But there is a national security priority because there are terrorist threats to the country. So I'll give you an example. Should authorities have the ability to start surveilling or wiretapping any individual without cause? No, of course not. But should they have the ability to have surveillance of metadata, of all the communications that are happening through computer algorithms, for example, to find out if there is a use of the word RDX. And if a particular individual or a particular address is very frequently using the term RDX, then perhaps the authorities with proper authorization and checks and balances can then start having wiretapping and surveillance where the word RDX is being inordinately used. This is an example of how you can have a balance between privacy. You can have a balance between privacy.
Yes, what do you want? Okay, yes.
I agree,
please,
madam.
Please,
if you will permit, this is a very critical issue.
Yes,
we must have a full-fledged discussion. Thank you, madam.
I have no objection. You can give notice. Thank you. Shri, yes, you can associate, but discussion you demand, we will have.